morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Saturday. Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. I am talking low, obviously, because I am very close to Senna, and I don't want to talk loud. She is doing something this morning that she has not done as of yet. It's baby steps with this little girl. This is a pretty big one for her. As you know, we have to carry her outside to do her business. She will walk to do her peepees and her poopies, and then she will find a corner along the fence to lay against and stay there until she is picked back up and brought back into her room. So this morning, it was still kind of cool. I thought I would try something different for her. I put this blanket out, and we are in kind of the middle of the yard. Still kind of close to the wall, so she's not super in the middle. We have our fan that is blowing on her to keep her cool. She's got her stuffies around her. And we are just sitting here relaxing. I just laid down next to her on my back and was caressing her chest and her chin and under her face and letting her know it was okay. She had calmed down quite a bit. And then our neighbors over here are burning something, I don't know what, but it smells like rubber tires or metal or something, which has now made her nervous. She had her nose in the air, and I wrapped my arms around her and reassured her that it was okay. And she is calming down now a little. She's looking around the yard, and she was looking at the birds. Hi, sweet girl. I have kind of changed my opinion after being with her for a few days. I believe she is a year or just under a year old. I believe she is very young. I also believe, because I have one of these dogs in my house, that she was potentially born on the street or in a backyard and has been on the run and probably had been abused as what, people in neighborhoods in Miami, kids throw rocks at dogs or sticks at dogs or chase them away or something like that. Kick them, just, treat them horribly. And I truly believe that that is potentially what sweet Senna has been through in her short life. She has a lot of characteristics that remind me of Mommy Tanya, who I have in my home. I've had in my home for over 2 years now. Mommy Tanya was for sure feral, born on the street, and probably born to a mother that was born on the street. Because it took a very long time for Tanya to come around as well. And do things that a normal dog does quite quickly, even if they have been abused or tormented. And it's horrible because she is so young. I truly believe she might even be under a year old. Or just at a year. So, I am going slow with her. She had a couple days to just kind of decompress and sleep. She slept a lot. She still sleeps a lot. She was on the street for Lord knows how long prior to being brought to Miami-Dade Animal Services. And she got loose, and she was on the run again for 5 days. She was injured. She had a fever. She was sick. She is still sick. She is coughing. She is on antibiotics. She is on carprofen. And we are doing just little things at a time to kind of get her out of her comfort zone a little bit, just to show her that she is okay outside of her comfort zone. This being one of the things. As I said, we're on the blanket. We're not too far away from the wall, so she's not super scared. She's got the fan blowing on her. She's got some toys around her. And we are just sitting here, relaxing, calmly. And she is, as I said, looking at the birds. And again, she got pretty nervous with the neighbors burning whatever it is that they're burning over there that smells awful. But she's starting to calm down again. When we go back, of course, she will not walk from the yard into the house. I will have to pick her up. But starting yesterday, I started not carrying her directly into her room. I put her a little bit right outside of her room. And at first it was too far, and she just laid down and I had to pick her back up again. Was that a fly? Then I moved her a little bit closer, and she walked into her room on her own accord, which I do believe Amy took that video and posted it yesterday for you guys to see. A little bit later, last night, about 7 o'clock p.m. when I brought her in, I pulled her out a little bit further than I did the last time and put her down outside of her door. And she stood there for a second, crouched down on the ground, but she did walk back into her room on her own. So this morning when we go back, I will put her down a little bit further away and see if she will walk into her room on her own. The room obviously is her safe zone. She knows that's her room. She's comfortable there. She has 3 or 4 beds. She's got the couch. She's got her wet food, her dry food, her water, all of her toys. She's got the TV on. She's got the windows with the blinds cracked open for fresh sunlight in the room. And that is where she feels safe. So I believe that is how we are going to get her walking a little bit more each time, is by allowing her to walk into her safe zone. And then eventually we will be able to get her to walk out of her safe zone. And hopefully we'll get her to walk around out here in the yard and explore the smells in the yard. Because right now, as I stated, when she comes out here, she walks just to do her business and then she lays down and she will not get back up again. So it is a baby step situation with her. And that's how we're going to take it. But already we're making some strides in the right direction with her. As you see, she went to go chase a fly that was over there and she readjusted herself, but she didn't try to get up and run away. She just readjusted herself. I did bring her over yesterday in the lobby, again, just to try to get her out of her comfort zone. And I brought her over to the pen where Bravo is. And she jumped up on the couch and shoved her head in the corner. Bravo is super non-threatening. Bravo is also sneezing. She is, congested and coughing, so I knew there would be no issue of cross-contamination with the two of them because they both came out of the shelter. They're both on doxycycline. And Bravo is the most non-threatening dog that we have. He just walks in circles and isn't bothered by anything. So while she was comfortable on the couch, I did take Bravo out of his pen and held him in my arms. And I called her name to get her to look at me. She did kind of perk up a little bit. She lifted her head and she kind of wiggled her nose to smell him. And then she buried her head back in the couch again. So I was hoping for a little bit more of her wanting to smell him and see him, and it was just for a quick second, and then she buried her head. But as I stated, we'll keep trying. It is a very slow process with dogs like Senna. It kind of has to be on their own terms. You can push them a little bit, but you don't want to push them too much and send them backwards. So it is going to be a very slow process, but I've got all the patience in the world. As I stated, I have Tanya in my house. It took Tanya a year to jump on the couch with me in my house. So I have the patience, and I understand her fears. And, you know, everybody in this rescue is very compassionate and loving and understanding. We have had a lot of dogs in the past that were shut down. The Tampa 5 were shut down when we got them. We had a lot of our volunteers that knew exactly what to do and what not to do with them, and they eventually came around, and they were free-loving, sweet, beautiful dogs that all found wonderful homes and are doing fantastic. And we know we can do the exact same thing with Senna. It's just going to take some time. Hi, beautiful. Hi. See, this isn't so bad, right? This isn't so bad. This isn't so bad. And I came in this morning, and our wonderful volunteer, Leslie, she stayed here last night, and she actually was in the room with Senna for quite a while. And it was a pretty big deal because normally Senna won't move when people are in the room with her. She won't go to her food bowl. She won't go to her water bowl. She won't eat. She won't change beds when somebody is in the room with her. But last night, Leslie laid on the couch, she told me, and Senna was on her bed, and Leslie was on her iPad. Oh, it's okay, Mommy. It's okay. Oh, it's okay. It's okay, baby. Senna was on her iPad, Leslie was on her iPad. Sorry. Just kind of ignoring Senna, and Senna actually got up and walked across the room to the other bed. So that was a huge thing for Senna as well. So every day is a little bit better, and we truly believe she's going to get a little bit better every single day. It might take longer than usual, but that's okay, because we all have the time, we all have the patience, we all have the love, and we all have the compassion to go at Senna's pace. And we are just so happy that she is safe, and she is no longer fending for herself and running the streets scared, and that we can now work with her to bring her around, to give her the life that she so desperately needs and deserves. You see the birds, Mommy? You see the birds? Hi, pretty girl. Hi, pretty girl. She is absolutely beautiful. She truly is beautiful. Oh, she actually ate from my hand yesterday too, so that was a big step for her as well. She hadn't eaten yet in the morning, so I went and sat with her and got her wet food because it has her medications in it. And I was hand feeding her, and at first she didn't want to do it. But then she took quite a few bites of her wet food from my hand yesterday, so that was another, baby step for her. Hi, beautiful. See, it's not so bad, is it? You don't have to stay tucked next to the fence. And there's a lot of sounds going on right now. There's loud cars out front. There's somebody mowing the lawn or weed whacking behind us. So I'm very, very, very proud of her, because I'm not holding the leash. It's just down. That she has not gotten up and tried to run away and go hide by the fence or in a corner. So this is a pretty big deal for our sweet Senna this morning. What was that? What'd you hear? What did you hear? Hey, beautiful girl. Look at that face. Look at that gorgeous, beautiful face. Hi, honey. Hi, Mama. Do you know how many people are rooting for you and praying for you and sending their love? Do you have any idea? So many people. So many people. So we promised we would do Senna updates. And I think this is a pretty good Saturday morning update for all of you guys. When I bring her back in, again, I will try to put her down a little bit further away from her room and see if she will walk on her own. I will get my camera out and take just a regular video because I'm not sure if she will or not. And I can't have my phone in my hand while I have to carry her back in the house. But if she does, I will definitely post the video for you guys all to see. Hey, beautiful. Oh, that smoke or whatever that smell is kicking in again. I don't know what they're burning, but it smells awful and it makes her nervous. It's okay. It's okay, Mommy. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You're okay. You're okay, baby girl. You're okay. You're okay. So happy Saturday morning, everyone, from Rescue House 1 and our beautiful girl who is making baby steps in the right direction, Senna, and myself, Tiffany. I am going to sign off for now. 100 plus abandoned dogs of Everglades, Florida, with the beautiful Senna. Bye bye, Mommy. Say bye bye, everybody. I love you.